We're learning about the stories of survival coming from the storms that leveled parts of Mississippi.
One business owner escaped with his life with just minutes to spare. Jaclyn Coleman continues our team coverage now from Columbia.
And Nick, I'm here on the scene where we were at last night off of Old Foxworth Road. Behind me is a business called Jaclyn Customs. We talked to the owner and he says he and his employee were here last night and only had 5 minutes to get out. He says right now he's just glad to be okay and wants to see his business up and running as soon as possible.
This was where I kept all my fabric at here. It's a mess here.
Walter Brown walks through the damage of what has been his dream since childhood.
I learned how to sew from my grandma when I was about 9. I always loved sewing.
His sewing skills led him here to work on customizing cars.
This is where we did most of our work. You can kind of see them.
This is what's left of Jaclyn Customs in Columbia after the storm.
I was able to get out. Somebody had called us and told us that it was touched down in Foxworth. We had about 5 minutes to get out.
Brown says that one phone call spared his life. The only thing on his mind was getting home to his 1-year-old son. So much he drove as far as he could to get away from the tornado. He left just in time to avoid its wrath.
Probably about 2 minutes away from here before it hit. I could see the tornado in the rearview mirror.
After it crashed and the tornado passed, Brown emerged to a devastating scene.
I don't, words can't even describe how I feel.
And just next door, more devastation continued on down the strip of businesses. Owner of Clearwater Pools has been in business for 10 years, but says his main concern was for the 92-year-old elder in the apartment behind him.
When I drove up, I just couldn't believe it. But the main thing I was worried about, the man that owns all this is a 92-year-old man named Mr. Millard Van. Very good man, and he lives up there in that upper building where he was. So I was worried about his welfare at the time more than I was his store. So when I found out he was okay, then I was okay. But store can be replaced, people can't.
Businesses are gone, but the people still remain strong through the devastation. Reporting in Columbia, Jaclyn Coleman, Twin States News.